Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Spiritual Gateway. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and if you subscribe to me, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And if you don't subscribe to me, why not? I've got some really great videos on here. Come on, subscribe. Thank you. Anyway, I am so excited to put this video on my channel today. Every past life session or future life or quantum jumping that I do, for me, I find them amazing. But this one just totally blew my mind. She goes back to 650 AD. Honestly, it's incredible, and I am super excited for you to see it. Please let me know in the comments what you think, and if you want to see more of the same, please subscribe. Okay, I hope you enjoy. Bye for now. So now I want you to see yourself put your hand on that door, open that door, and very slowly step through that door. You could step indoors or outdoors, so just take your time. Stepping very slowly, take a few more steps forward. And I want you just to look down and focus on your feet. Become really aware of your feet and work out if you have shoes or boots on, or if you're indeed barefoot. So focus down and tell me, are you barefoot or do you have something on your feet?
I'm trying really hard to focus.
Okay, just instead of focusing, just go by feeling. How does it feel? Does it feel that they're in shoes, or are they barefoot?
I feel like I've got bare feet. My feet feel cold.
Okay, that's perfect. And as you're barefoot and they're cold, does it feel like what you're standing on is hard or soft?
Feels hard.
Okay, that's perfect. And I want you just to bring your gaze up, and even if you can't see, just bring your gaze up and start allowing everything to open up to you, and become really aware and have that knowing that as you bring your gaze up and you start to get into focus of what's coming in around you, become really aware and have the correct answer. Are you indoors or outdoors?
Indoors.
Okay. And become really aware. Are you indoors on your own, or is there anyone else with you?
There are other people, but they seem far away.
Okay. You're doing really, really well. So keep going with this. I want you to bring your focus onto yourself and become really aware. Even if you look down at yourself and know immediately the answer, are you male or female?
Female.
Okay. And do you feel that you're a child or an adult?
I'm kind of a young adult, I think.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to do those quick fire questions that I told you about. So I'm going to count down from 3 to 1. When I get to 1, I'm going to ask a question and you just say the first thing that comes into your mind.
Okay.
So 3, 2, 1. What's your name?
Stephanie.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. How old are you?
20, I think.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. What's the year?
I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll come back to that one. Don't worry. So I'm going to ask you now whereabouts in the world you are, which country in the world. So 3, 2, 1. Where are you?
Greece.
Okay. So you're doing really, really well because we've got some really good responses. So you're female, you're Stephanie, you're in Greece, you're age 20, you're not sure of the year, but become aware of your clothes. What is it that you're wearing?
I'm wearing kind of like a Grecian dress,
Yeah,
almost like the acolytes in a temple would wear. I feel that's
yeah,
where I am. I feel like
yeah.
I'm in a temple and that I've got marble floor underneath my feet and it's cold.
Ah, that would explain why it's cold and hard. Okay, excellent. And why it would be quite big. So there's other people there, but they're quite far away from you.
Yes.
So I get a feeling that you've gone quite far back in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do get that sense. Okay, so I'm going to count down from 3 to 1 and I'm going to ask you the year again. And you're going to just say the first thing that pops into your mind, however weird it seems or feels. Okay, so the
Okay.
first thing. So 3, 2, 1, the year is.
625 AD.
There you go. Perfect. That's perfect. Well done. So you're in this temple. What do you think you're doing in there?
I think I'm training to be some kind of priestess to one of the goddesses, but I'm not sure which one.
Okay.
It feels like a temple.
Yeah. Okay. You're doing really, really well. We'll get to the bottom of exactly what's going on here and who you're training to be a priestess to. What's
Vesta
your
just popped into my head.
who did?
Vesta.
Okay, perfect. What's your family situation? What have you got parents, siblings? What's happened there?
My parents died, and my brothers are married with wives and children. But my dad and mum signed me into like the temple lifestyle, if you will.
And
They
how do
made
you
me
feel about
go
that?
to the temple.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Is that good?
I feel like it's kind of my vocation. I feel like I was called.
Okay. And is it quite a nice lifestyle or is it hard?
For us lower acolytes, it can be hard because we have our chores to do, like the cleaning of the temple. We have to wash the clothes, prepare food, but it's not horrible.
Yeah. And do you have friends there?
Yes.
And what about boyfriends? Are you allowed to have a partner or anything?
No.
No, that's forbidden.
Yes.
Okay. Is it all women there or are there men too?
No, all women.
Okay. Excellent. So it feels like you've got, although it could be quite difficult, it's quite a nice life and you feel that it's your vocation and you're dedicated to that.
Yes.
Okay. And it sounds to me, and you can correct me if you like, that you're quite proud of this.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And is it a big temple?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. You're doing so well. So let's move this forward. Let's go forward just a few hours to see what happens next, to see if we can see what's going on. I'm going to count down from 3 to 1. When I get to 1, you're going to have moved forward just by 2 or 3 hours. So we're at 3 moving forward, 2 going forward so easily just by a couple of hours. 1, you're there now. Are you still indoors or are you outdoors?
I'm still indoors, but it's dark, so we've lit the braziers and we're burning incense in preparation for a ritual.
Oh, okay. And what is the ritual?
It's just a dedication to Vesta.
Okay. And how often do you do this kind of ritual?
I don't really know
Okay. Does
because
it
I'm
look,
still learning.
oh, okay. Does it feel like you've done it before?
I've done it once or twice before.
Okay. And how many of you would you say are there?
Probably about 30 of us, including the high priestess.
What's the high priestess like?
Very beautiful, long dark hair. She's tall. She wears an ornate headdress and ornate jewelry, and we help her prepare. By helping her bathe, we do her hair for her and get her into her ceremonial robe.
Okay. And then what happens once that's all been done? How does the ceremony pan out?
We just make our offerings to Vesta and we pray to her. We leave offerings on the altar of fruit, bread, honey, olive oil, and the high priestess will bless them, and they're left as an offering to Vesta. And then later, us acolytes will take them and give them to those less fortunate
Oh, okay.
than ourselves. We leave some on the altar for Vesta, but the majority of it goes out to other people who have not a lot to eat.
Yeah. And how do the people around the temple, how do they look upon you? Do they look at you like they're in awe of you? Are they happy you're there?
Yes, it makes me feel like I have a purpose, but I don't feel like it's gone to my head.
Yeah,
It makes me feel like I'm needed and I'm actually doing something worthwhile.
yeah. Okay, perfect. Right. Excellent. We're getting really great information now. So we're really starting to get a picture of this life. So I'm going to count down from 3 to 1. And when I get to 1, we're just going to go forward to the next significant scene in this life. So this could be a few months ahead, a few years, just the next significant thing. So we're at 3 and we're moving forward. 2, going forward so easily to the next significant scene in this life. 1, you're there now. Are you indoors or outdoors?
We're outdoors in the courtyard.
Okay. And is it day or night?
It's night time. There's a full moon and the stars are beautiful.
Okay. And what are you doing out there?
We have just finished wrapping our priestess because she was ill and she passed away. So we're just readying her for her funeral pyre.
How old are you now?
35.
Okay, so you've been there for a while now. How's your life, would you say? Has it just remained the same?
I've moved up in the ranks, as it were. So
Yeah.
I'm one of the high priestesses, like handmaidens now.
Yeah.
So I don't have to do kind of like what I would class as like the menial chores.
Yeah.
And it's my job to train the new acolytes
Okay.
in what they should be doing.
And how do you feel about all of that?
I'm happy because I'm passing on my knowledge and wisdom to new girls,
Yeah.
and I try to instill in them that just because someone is less fortunate than them, they shouldn't look down on them.
Yeah. And now that the priestess has died and that you're wrapping her and stuff, does that happen quite quickly once she dies?
Yeah, we normally lay the body out. We'll wash her, keep her in her ceremonial robes, and then just wrap her in cotton
Yeah.
and put her gently on the funeral pile with herbs and flowers.
Yeah. And then do you watch the body burn then?
Yes,
Yeah.
and we pray that Vesta will take her spirit on to the next life.
Yeah. Okay. And how does that feel really sad? Is that filled with sadness, or is it more of a celebration of her life?
It's a bit mixed because obviously we were quite close to her.
Yeah.
So we're sad that she's passed, but we're also happy because we know that she's going to be with our goddess
Yeah.
and maybe on to a new life.
Okay. And who takes over from her position?
Usually it's somebody that she has been training, so it's one of the others. It's not me this time.
Okay. And how do you feel about that?
Absolutely fine. I'm happy
Do you all get
with
on
my,
together?
yeah, I'm happy with my role.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Right. So let's move this on forward then and go to the next significant scene in this life. We're at 3 moving forward, 2 going forward so easily. Moving forward to the next significant scene. 1, you're there now. Are you indoors or outdoors?
I'm indoors.
And what's happening now?
I'm being looked after. I'm in bed. I think I'm old.
Okay. So I want you to do a bit of reflection now then. I want you to look back over your life in this temple. And what do you feel as you look back over the life that you've led there?
I feel happy. I feel like I did good things because I mentored young girls and instilled in them the teachings of Vesta, but I also taught them not to look down on people that were less fortunate than themselves and to always offer help where they could.
Okay, excellent. Do you feel sad that you never had a partner or children or anything?
Not really, because this was the only life I knew.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So really, I'm going to ask you actually how old you are now. So just say the first thing that pops into your mind. So how old are you?
70.
Okay, so that's a good age then. And what is it that you're dying of? Do you know?
I think it's cancer, but it wouldn't have been recognised back then.
No.
But that's what it feels like. It feels
Yeah.
like there's something bad inside me.
Okay. So you know you're dying, do you?
Yes, I feel very weak.
Okay. But you're not on your own. You've got others there.
Yes, I have people looking after me. Some of my former acolytes are with me.
Yeah. And that feels nice.
Yes, they help me to get out and sit in a chair. They help me to wash. They feed me.
Yeah, good. Okay. So you're looked after really well.
I am.
Okay. All right. So I'm now going to count down from 3 to 1. And when I get to 1, I'm going to get you to see you take your last breath. So we're at 3, going to that last ever scene, 2, to that last breath. 1, you're there now. I want you to see her take her very last breath. Have you seen that?
I died in my sleep. Yeah,
Okay.
I died in my sleep.
Yeah. And I want you to tell me what you can see now. Are you standing next to her or above her?
I'm kind of standing to the right of my body, looking down at myself.
Yeah. And how does that feel?
It's very strange seeing yourself from the outside. You know,
Yeah.
looking at
Yeah.
yourself from the outside, it's weird.
I forgot to ask you what you look like.
I used to have long, dark, curly hair, a nice figure, unfortunately, because I was
Yeah.
an acolyte. Um, I was fairly slim, not
Yeah.
like really skinny,
Mm,
average height for a woman.
yeah. Okay. And
But then
as you
obviously when I got old,
oh,
all that faded away.
yeah.
My hair started to fall out, so I got the girls to cut it.
Okay. So
I,
you're standing to the side. You can see yourself. You know that's your body and that you've died. I'm going to count down from 3 to 1. And when I get to 1, you're going to tell me what happens next. So we're at 3, 2, 1. What's happening now?
I seem to be in a big field.
Okay. How do you
There are,
feel?
I feel fine. There are wildflowers everywhere. The sun's shining. It's not too hot. It's not too cold.
Yeah. Are there others there with you?
No, I seem to be on my own. This field just goes in every direction for miles. I can't see anything but this big field of wildflowers.
Okay. So I want you to go with this, and I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, and you're going to tell me where it is that you're going and where you end up next. So 3, 2, 1. You're there now. What can you feel or see now?
I can feel sand under my feet.
Okay.
I think I'm on a beach.
And are you there on your own?
Yes,
And how does that feel?
I'm not scared.
Okay. Are you out of pain now?
Yes,
Okay. And where is it that you're heading?
to my next life.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to keep going with this. I'm going to count down from 3 to 1 again, and you're going to tell me where you go if you feel yourself being pulled up or anything like that. So we're at 3, 2, 1. What's happening now?
I've been pulled forward
Okay. And where have you been taken?
to the year 1623.
Wow. So you have jumped straight back into another life.
Yeah,
Okay. That's fine. We'll find out about this life a little bit. So you're in 1623. You male or female?
this time I'm still female, I think.
Okay. And child or adult?
Adult,
And what's your name?
Elizabeth,
Okay. And do you know which country?
America,
Okay. And how old are you?
30.
Okay. So are you indoors or outdoors?
I'm indoors.
And what does indoors look like?
I can see a fireplace,
Mhm.
windows, there's a table. There's like one of those funny loft beds that you have to climb a
Yeah.
ladder to get into.
Is this your house?
Yes.
Okay. Are
There are
you
dried
married?
herbs. Yes, there are dried herbs hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, okay. You're married. Are you happy?
Yes,
You got children?
I did have. I had a boy and a girl.
What happened to them?
They died.
Oh no. How did they die?
They got sick and I couldn't save them.
Okay. What does your husband do?
He works in the village as the local blacksmith.
So that you must be really sad.
I am.
Okay. Do you get any support from anyone?
No, because my mother died of the same illness as my children.
Do you think it's a difficult life?
It can be very hard.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any friends?
One or two close friends.
Okay. Let's move forward with this life. Go forward a good few years. Let's jump ahead at least 10 years here. See what happens next. So we're at 3, moving forward, 2, going forward by 10 years or so. 1, you're there now. Are you indoors or outdoors?
I'm outdoors.
And what's happening?
I'm in the village square.
What are you doing there?
I'm about to watch someone get hanged for witchcraft.
No. How do you feel about that?
Terrified that I'm going to be next
Why?
because I use the herbs to help people.
Oh, I see.
I make poultices and tinctures to cure their ills. And I'm scared that someone will accuse me of being a witch
Yeah,
when all I really am is a herbalist.
yeah. Do you know the person that's getting hung?
Yes, it's one of my best friends.
Oh, okay. And why have they accused her of witchcraft? Does she do herb stuff as well?
Yeah, and she also delivered a lady's baby, and she did it safely too. But they'd sent for the doctor, but by the time the doctor got there, it was already over. And because they considered it like the doctor's job to deliver the baby, they said she must have cast a spell in order to deliver the baby safely,
Oh,
which was not true. I know. The baby
okay.
was breech, and she managed to turn the baby and get the baby out safely with no damage to the mum or the baby.
Hmm. And she's been hung. Oh, dear.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move forward then to the next significant scene in Elizabeth's life. We're at 3, moving forward, 2, going forward so easily. 1, you're there now. Are you indoors or outdoors?
I'm indoors.
And what's happening?
I'm in a cell and I'm chained to the wall.
Okay. Are they accusing you of witchcraft?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to be hung?
No, I think this time they're going to burn me.
No.
I'm so scared.
Right. I'm going to count down from 3 to 1. We're not going to focus on how you're dying. I just want you to see yourself take that last breath. So we're at 3, moving forward to that death scene. 2, going forward so easily. 1, you're there now. Are they burning you?
Yes.
I want you to see yourself take that last breath now. And tell me what you can see.
I can see myself. I'm on fire.
Okay. And are you looking down on that?
Yes, it's horrible.
Yeah. Okay. I want you to just keep moving up. So you're going further and further away from the body. It's just your soul traveling up now. And now you're getting further and further away from that body. How does that feel?
Better. I'm no longer in pain.
Yeah. And you're going up and up. What can you see as you go up?
It's dark, but I feel safe.
Yeah. So keep going up. And as you're going up, you see a light. Can you tell me when you see that?
Yes.
Okay, go towards that light.
Okay.
As you get towards that light, I'm going to count down from 3 to 1. When I get to 1, you're going to step into that light, through that light, into the other side of that light. So 3, 2, 1. You're reaching it, going through it, into the other side. How does that feel now?
Feel warm and safe.
Yeah. Is there anyone there with you?
There's someone standing behind me, but I don't know who it is.
Okay. Look behind you. Tell me, is that your spirit guide?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to ask your spirit guide, just ask in your mind. Ask your spirit guide their name.
Sitting Bull's daughter.
Okay. And I want you to ask her, what were the lessons of the first life where you were in the temple? What were the lessons from that life?
The lessons from that life, she says, were to remain selfless and to always give to others when you can, even if it's just your time or a compliment. It doesn't have to be money.
No. Okay. And what about the lessons from the second life?
She says that she feels that I have gifts that I need to develop. I'm ignoring them and I shouldn't be afraid.
Okay. Can she expand on that a bit?
She says that I should trust in my ability to do spells, perform rituals, and to read tarot cards.
Yeah. Okay.
And I should trust my intuition more.
Yeah. Does she try and contact you through your intuition?
Yeah, through dreams mainly.
Okay. So can you ask her, how will you know when it's her trying to get through to you in your dreams?
She'll send me an image of a raven first.
Okay. Is there anything else that she needs to tell you?
just to keep on the path that I'm on.
Yeah.
And that I need to maybe relax and meditate more and not overthink things all the time.
I want you to thank her so much for showing you both those past lives that were in complete contrast, but you needed to see today. So I want you to see Sitting Bull's daughter start walking along with you. And she's walking you along the path. And you get to that wall with the door. She opens that door for you. And you embrace her and say farewell for now. And know that you can come to this garden at any time and ask her to come through the door and she'll come and talk to you. But for now, she's going to go back and you're stepping through that door and the door closes. You're on that path back in your garden. Only you can go in this garden unless you invite anyone in, but for now it's just you. You walk towards where those seats are, those really comfortable chairs, and you feel yourself sitting down in the chair. You feel your feet on the ground and you're grounding yourself back into this life, feeling your weight in that chair. I want you to take a nice deep breath in and out. And I'm going to count down from 5 to 1. And when I get to 1, you're going to open your eyes when you're ready. So at 5, 4, starting to become aware. 3, 2, fully aware. 1, when you're ready, open your eyes.